Ladies and gentlemen, it's JC here, and I've got a video based on after watching the Rugby Championships. I've made predictions on the end of year tour, which will kick off on the 26th of October with the All Blacks and Japan. Okay, now there's a lot of rugby to be played, but I'm only going to predict your top sides here, okay? With the All Blacks taking on Japan on the 26th of October, look, I think Scotty's not going to send his top guys, particularly because 7 days later they face England, okay? I will put the All Blacks to win that one though, but by a mere 20 points because, as I said, I think Scott Robertson's maybe going to send in his fringe players, okay? Then the next fixture, which is on the 2nd of November, you have England hosting the All Blacks, okay? Now, this game can spring an upset, okay? It is at the Allianz Stadium, which is no longer the Twickenham Stadium. I have the All Blacks winning that one. Close game, but the English can spring an upset there. Okay, England have shown improvements under Steve Borthwick, but I still don't see them beating the All Blacks just yet. I'll give them a year or two. Okay, then you have All Black 15 taking on Munster. I'm not touching on that game. You have Scotland taking on Fiji. Okay, so the Fijians, if they show the form that they did last year, they can upset the Scots. But I don't see Fiji beating Scotland in Edinburgh. Okay, Scotland to take that game by 15. Okay. Then you have Uganda, Kenya, UAE against Zimbabwe, Bristol Bears against Australia A. Then you have on the 8th of November, you've got Ireland taking on the All Blacks. I've got good news and I've got bad news. Good news is Ireland can lose this game. Okay, and South Africa can move up to number 1 in the world rankings. Bad news is I think the Irish will just be a bit too good for the All Blacks here. I mean, it's at the Aviva Stadium. Ireland aren't really known to lose at the Aviva Stadium. Speak under correction here, but I do believe that they are unbeaten at the new Aviva Stadium. I mean, against Southern Hemisphere opposition. Okay, they haven't lost a game against Southern Hemisphere opposition at the Aviva Stadium, and I don't see them really losing against the All Blacks. I actually don't see, I'll be honest, I don't see Ireland losing a game in the November International, so they will close here as number 1 in the world. Okay. But I will, however, I did highlight here that the All Blacks can spring an upset here. This is one of those games. I think this is actually the biggest game of the tournament, of the November Internationals, if you ask me. I feel that this is the biggest game. Look, there are other big games that I will touch on, but Ireland to win this one here. Okay, and then you have Hong Kong against Brazil, Canada against Chile, Spain against Uruguay. Then you have England versus Australia. Okay, sorry Oz, but you're not winning this one. England to beat the Wallabies, 20 or more. Okay, then you got Romania against Tonga, then you got Italy against Argentina. This one is a tricky one because it's the two inconsistent sides on in the Rugby Championship and the Six Nations Championship. Italy have grown in the last couple of years. Argentina beating all three, Australia, New Zealand, and South Africa, one tournament for the first time. You'll have to go with the Argentines there, okay? But it's not going to be a washout, though. I don't see it going that way at all. I think Italy can possibly win this one, but you have to go put your money on Argentina there. Okay, then just after that you have France against Japan. France to win there. And just after that you have Portugal, USA. Kenya against Uganda again. Georgia versus All Black 15. All Black 15 to win there. Fiji against Wales. Okay. It's a tricky one, this one, but I'll have to go with Fiji over here. Alright, let's go with the outside chance here, Fiji to beat the Welsh. It's not so much an outside chance if you look at the form that Wales have been in, but you have to go with the Fijians here. Then Scotland versus South Africa, Murrayfield. We open our end of year tour against the Scottish, okay? Scots are plucky, okay? The Scots are that one team that sit to the back. You don't know which Scottish team, they like the Argentines, the Italians. You don't know which Scottish side's going to show up on the day. So yeah, I didn't put here that they can spring an upset. I think South Africa will have a bit too much for them, but it won't be easy. It will not be easy. Just after that, you have Ireland against Argentina. The Irish to win there. Okay, Hong Kong, Brazil. And you have a whole lot of irrelevant matches there. Then, on the 16th, Scotland, Portugal, Scotland to win. Then you have Tonga, USA. Then you have England hosting South Africa. I put here England can spring. I put there, over here, that the English can spring an upset. It's at the Allianz Stadium. So look, I put here South Africa to win by 7 or more. But it also depends on which English side shows up on the day. England can beat South Africa. Do not write off the English. Okay? Then you have France against the All Blacks. Also put here the French can win. But I put the All Blacks to get the win here. Okay? France haven't really... Look, I don't know where the French are right now. I don't know where to put them on my list. But that's why I put France to spring an upset here. Just remember, with that prediction, the All Blacks haven't beaten France in a while. Okay? So, hold off there a little bit. My prediction may change, but I have the All Blacks winning there. The All Blacks are due for a win in France. South Korea against Zimbabwe. Italy against Georgia. This is a big game because Georgia are the team that want to get put into the Six Nations. And Italy is traditionally the weaker side in the Six Nations. I picture Italy to win because Italy have shown some good form lately. So I think the Italians will have a bit much for the Georgians here. Okay. You have England against Australia. Wales against Wallabies. Look, this one Australia can win. These are two sides that really haven't performed. In actual fact, these are the two sides that have been awful and disappointing in the last couple of years. I put Wales to win here because it's at the Principality Stadium. And the Welsh will want to perform here. And Australia have had an awful season. They're on the back end of an awful season. Australia can win this one. But I put my prediction for Wales. Then you have France, Argentina. I put Argentina there too. They can possibly spring an upset. But I put France to win there. Okay. Ireland, Fiji. Ireland to win. You have Romania, Uruguay. And then you have Wales versus South Africa. South Africa to win this one, but not by the margin that they've been beating Wales by in recent times. But South Africa to win here. Scotland against Chile. Oh, Scotland they to win there. New Zealand, Italy. New Zealand to win. Scotland versus Australia. I have Scotland winning here at Murrayfield. But Australia can win that one. Don't put all your hope in a bucket there for Aussie window. England, Japan. I say England to win there. And then you have Ireland against Australia to close the internationals. Ireland, by quite a wide margin. I think Ireland are going to get their biggest win here. So yeah, so which matches do I say are the biggest of this tournament? I'll say your first bet, your first big game, like a massive one, is Ireland against All Blacks. Every South African should support the Kiwis here, but have Ireland winning. Okay. Then New Zealand against England. That's also a big one. Scotland, South Africa is quite a big game. Not on the level that your other game, your bigger games are, but it is still a big game. South Africa, England is your second big game that you will see. Look, Ireland, Scotland, South Africa is big, but England, South Africa is bigger. And then just after that, you have your third big game, France versus New Zealand, also massive. Right. Wales, Australia will to me is quite, not because, look, it's because these are two teams that really want to have something to show for their season. Australia and Wales, that should produce a big game as well. And Scotland, Australia as well. Those are the games that I want to look out for. Look, I did put South Africa, Wales on that list because that is predictable. But yeah, thank you guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section and like my video. Thanks guys. Cheers.